Mr. Pugh. Yeah, I really run it up. 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 Yeah, ain't been no games with it. I got that work for Apollo, they hitting my bucket and told her we made it. They working for commas, we started like bubble. See, I put my name on it. Flip with that smoke on that ganja, I bang for the copper. See, I put my name on it. You, yeah, you said it. It's such a way. Yeah, you said it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Gulliver Prep Basketball. I'm your host, Chris Purcell, and tonight's game features visiting Key West Conks coming into the Blue Dungeon to take on your Gulliver Prep Raiders. Key West comes in at 9-6, and they've won 3 games in a row, including a 64-48 home win over Marathon last Friday. Their road record of 4-2 will be tested heavily tonight, as the Raiders enter this contest with an overall record of 13-5, and they look to defend a perfect 9-0 record in the Blue Dungeon. Coming off a win on the road over MacArthur by a score of 65-63, where they finished off a road trip going 3-2, and they've skidded 5-5 in their last 10 games after starting the season 8-0. This game kicks off a 3-game homestand for the Raiders, where they also host Westminster Christian and Belen on Friday and Saturday. National Anthem and tip-off coming your way in just a few moments after this short break.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Gulliver Prep Blue Dungeon for tonight's matchup featuring the visiting Key West Conks taking on your Gulliver Prep Raiders. At this time, we ask everybody to please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we play our national anthem. And now the introduction of the starting lineups. First for Key West. Number 1, Curvins Nelson, Trevor Brown. Number 4, Jermaine Mathis. Number 11, Scott Judy. Number 12, Elijah Jefferson. And number 15, TK Perkins. The head coach for Key West is Mr. D.R. And now, the starting lineup for your Gulliver Prep Raiders. Starting at guard, a senior number 0, Gabe Taylor. Starting at guard, a senior number 12, Tony Sanders. Starting at guard, an 8th grader, number 1, Amari Sanders. Starting at forward, a senior number 23, Nick Exala. And starting at forward, a junior number 50, Lucas Stafford.
Visiting Key West Conks and Coach Demetrius Roach go with a starting lineup of Trayvon Brown, Jermaine Mathis, Scott Judy, Elijah Jefferson, and TK Perkins. Coach DeCesare of the Raiders facing some injury troubles tonight without Diego LaMonica and Connor Cezanne. Go with a starting lineup of Gabe Taylor, Amari Sanders making his first start of the season, starting alongside Tony Sanders, Nicky Exala, and filling in for Diego LaMonica is Lucas Stavronidis. Ball tipped by Tony Sanders and taken by Gabe Taylor, and we are underway. And Gabe Taylor pops it in and out at the rim. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Key West basketball. Trayvon Brown looking to the left side, Elijah Jefferson, and Jermaine Mathis up court. Now finds Scott Judy. Judy gonna put it up for three. This is a little bit left. And it's rebounded by Key West. Trayvon Brown coming up with that offensive rebound, and he's gonna put up a three, and he gets it to go. Scoring open by Key West, Trayvon Brown putting in a three-pointer. Amari Sanders up top handles. Nicky Exala looking inside. Tony Sanders gonna put up a fadeaway. A little short. And we got an offensive foul called on the Raiders. Lucas Stavronidis picks up his first. He'll have to be careful of his fouls with no backup center for the Raiders tonight. Up court, Jermaine Mathis looking to his left, Trayvon Brown. Now back up top. Brown to his right, and Brown gonna go to the rim, hangs, and finishes. Trayvon Brown puts up the first 5 points of the ball game. And Key West leads at 5-0. Exala thought about shooting a pull-up three and now hands it back, Sanders to Taylor. And Tony Sanders puts up another left wing three. Left wing shot is no good. And rebounded by Sanders up and in. Raiders get on the board with 6:24 left in the first quarter. And the ball is stolen by Gabe Taylor. Taylor looking to his left to Amari Sanders. And now back out to Taylor. Taylor handling against Jermaine Mathis, now over Tony Sanders to his right. And Exala putting it up and now finds Tony Sanders for another easy score. And two players have all the scoring for the game. Trayvon Brown with 5 and Tony Sanders with 4 in the early going. To the rim, scoop finish won't go by Scott Judy and rebounded by Lucas Stavronidis. Going the other way is Gabe Taylor looking in transition for Tony Sanders, who now waits, nearly turns it over, and we have a jump ball called. Possession arrow favors Key West. Jermaine Mathis handles against Gabe Taylor up the left side of the floor. Now Trayvon Brown looking into the corner. Now up top, Elijah Jefferson puts up a fadeaway, hits the corner of the backboard, and Gabe Taylor comes down with a rebound. Long pass to Axela, goes out of bounds. They'll call Raider basketball.
Raiders ball. Checking in for Key West number 21, Rendy Mojin.
Rendy Mojin checks in for the first time tonight. First substitution of the game for Key West. And a pass inside. Key West wanted a travel called on Exala, got none. And back out Amari Sanders. And Gabe Taylor to the corner. Nicky Exala finds Tony Sanders, who was wide open for 3 and passed up the shot. Now over to the right side, Gabe Taylor. Dribble move, trying to find Axela, and it's knocked away. And to the rim goes TK Perkins. Nice pass and a finish by Scott Judy. Right wing, Amari Sanders puts up a corner 3, a little bit short, and it's rebounded by Rendy Mojin. Mojin to his left, looking for Trayvon Brown. And now Brown is going to put up his second 3-pointer of the evening, and he rattles it in and out. Key West leads 7-4, nearing the halfway point of the first quarter. Exala to the right corner. Tony Sanders now back. Nikki Exala going to shoot a three. Yes. Nikki Exala hits the first three-pointer of the ball game for Gulliver. And to the left, a three-pointer is missed by Randy Mogene. And back the other way is Taylor. Gabe Taylor looking for Amari Sanders. Back up top to his brother Tony. And Nick Exala is going to shoot again. Misses that one a little bit short, and it's rebounded by Trayvon Brown. Trayvon Brown averaging 8.9 rebounds a night. We got a foul on Gabe Taylor, and that'll bring in a few substitutions for Key West.
Key West ball.
Inbound to Scott Judy. To his left. Randy Mogene handling against Exala. And a pass too high by TK Perkins. And we got a push off by Exala. That'll be Nikki's first foul.
We got a foul on the Raiders, number 0, Gabe Taylor. That's his
Excuse me, that'll be on Gabe Taylor. That's Gabe Taylor's second foul early on. He'll have to be careful of his foul count for the rest of the game, especially with the Raiders being short on guards, missing Connor Sazant tonight. Inbounds up to Scott Judy. And now Elijah Jefferson handles against Amari Sanders. Jefferson inside, and now a kick out to the right wing, and a three-pointer is up and missed by Scott Judy. And the ball is given to the Raiders with 3:08 left in the first quarter in what's been a low-scoring game thus far, just 7 apiece for each team. And a steal there by Key West, and over to the left, Kervins Nelson finding Trayvon Brown. Brown going to put it up for 3, and he airballs. And now the other way, Eddie Jackson, yes, with the right hand. Eddie Jackson gets that one to go, and we got a timeout called by Demetrius Roach. And Key West with the Gulliver leading 9-7 with 2:49 left in the first quarter. Raiders have done a good job playing defense and now got to get some points in on the offensive end. It's just scoring 9 so far. You're going to need to have some good points if you want to beat a team like Key West, who's on a roll right now, having won 3 games in a row. See what the Raiders are able to come up with out of a timeout here. That'll be Key West ball with 2:49 left in the first quarter. Elijah Jefferson looking to the right to Trayvon Brown, and Brown looking to drive inside and now kicks out to the left side, and a three-pointer is well short by Randy Mogene, and we got a foul called on Key West. That'll be Key West's first team foul of the half. Foul's on Kervins Nelson.
That was on Key West's number 1, Kervins Nelson. That's his first personal. Team's first.
Raiders lead by 2. Coming up on 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Long pass. Donnell Harris Jr. making his season debut. Puts it up and he's fouled. Donnell Harris Jr. going to go to the line for his first free throws of the season.
That foul was on Key West's number 12. Elijah Jefferson, that's his first personal.
Elijah Jefferson picked up the foul. Harris gets it to go. D9 getting on the scoreboard this season. The Texas A&M commit for football goes 2 of 2 at the free throw stripe. Raiders lead 11-7. And we got a nice press and a trap, and we got a timeout called by Key West. Nice press defense by Amari Sanders and Tony Sanders, and we got a timeout. 2:21 left in the first quarter. And we return to live action nearing the end of the first quarter. Raiders lead 11-7 in a game where Key West got out to an early start. Trayvon Brown had 5 quick points, allowed just 2 points ever since. And now Brown handling against Eddie Jackson up top. Up the right side, Trayvon Brown looking to his right. Good interior defense by Gulliver, and the ball is stolen by Eddie Jackson over to Donnell Harris Jr. Harris looking to drive inside. And we have another foul called. Donnell Harris Jr. will go to the line again, where he's already 2 of 2 tonight. And Donnell Harris goes 1 of 2 that time. Raiders lead 12-7. Trayvon Brown has it stolen away by Taylor. And now back into the front court. Taylor looks for Tony Sanders. Looking inside, stolen away. And now Trayvon Brown going to the rim. Puts on the brakes, and a nice block that time from Eddie Jackson. And then blocked again. Ball is tipped up and in. Looking left side, Tony Sanders going to put up a left wing 3, a little bit short. Jackson flying high for the rebound, commits a foul.
That foul's on the Raiders, number 11, Eddie Jackson. That's his first personal. Team score. Key West ball.
.115 left in the first quarter. Raiders lead by 3. In what's been a low-scoring outing so far for both teams. And to the left wing, a 3 is missed by Elijah Jefferson, and an offensive rebound by Key West. And now Malik Hunter looking to the right side, Jefferson. Jefferson looking to the left, Scott Judy going to put it up for 3, banks it in. A bank 3 for Scott Judy, and Judy and Brown both have 5 points each here in the first quarter. To the rim, Gabe Taylor gets it to go. Taylor's first field goal tonight. And now to the rim, Judy passes it up, and it's missed. And now Donnell Harris Jr. looking to attack. Harris Jr. to the rim, yes. 20 seconds to go, Raiders lead 16-12. And we got a foul on Eddie Jackson. That'll be Jackson's second.
That foul was on Raiders number 11, Eddie Jackson. That's his second personal.
Malik Hunter inbound, finds Brown. Trayvon Brown with 12 on the clock. Now finds Kervins Nelson up top. Hunter, pull back 3. Misses to his left. It's rebounded by Eddie Jackson. And Gabe Taylor will not put up a shot. And that's the end of the first quarter. Raiders lead 16-12. 4-point advantage for the Raiders going into the second quarter. A quarter that hasn't seen much scoring, but we did get to see a nice first quarter from Donnell Harris Jr., who's making his home debut in a Raider uniform, wearing the number 32. As well as seeing Nicky Excella put in a 3-pointer when Tony Sanders chipped in 4 in what's been an all-around effort for the Raiders, with 5 different Raiders getting on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for Key West, they've put in 12 points, as well as getting 5 each from Trayvon Brown and Scott Judy. one good thing that has come up for the Raiders is limiting turnovers. They had 20 turnovers in their last game against MacArthur, where they won narrowly, 65-63 in overtime. Limiting turnovers is very important for this Raider team, and they did a good job of that in the first quarter. Raiders get the ball to start the second period. Eddie Jackson up top to Gabe Taylor. Tony Sanders looking. Now Taylor. An inside pass. Donnell Harris Jr. lost the ball, picks it up, and we got a 3 in the key. That'll be turnover number 3 for Gulliver. And now on the left side, TK Perkins misses a little bit right off the back iron and rebounded by Donnell Harris Jr. Gabe Taylor gonna pull it up for 3 to his left. Gabe Taylor got it. Gabe Taylor, the 32% shooter, gets that one to go down, and it's a 19-12 ball game and a nice steal by Eddie Jackson. Jackson finding Taylor. To his left, back to Jackson. Eddie Jackson looking to drive, and we got a foul on the floor. I want to go against Key West. It'll be a side out of bounds. Curvins Nelson picked up that foul. That was Curvins Nelson's second foul. Gabe Taylor to inbound for Gulliver. Inbounds to Tony Sanders up top. Gabe Taylor for a second 3, rattles it in and out. Nice rebound. And inside, Tony Sanders is called for another 3-second violation. That's Raider turnover number 4 for a team that averages 15.9 turnovers a night. Jackson going for the steal, could not find it. And now TK Perkins misses a little long, and another rebound by Donnell Harris Jr. Finding Gabe Taylor, burst of speed to the rim, fouled, shot won't go. And Gabe Taylor, the 90% free throw shooter, will have a chance to earn it at the line.
At the line for the Raiders, shooting 2, number 0, Gabe Taylor.
As Taylor splits the pair. Finish no good on the other end, and rebounded by Nicky Exala. Looking for Gabe Taylor. Now finds Tony Sanders. Sanders bumped and fouled.
Got a foul on Key West's number 3, Trayvon Brown. That's his second personal. Team 6, the next one puts him in the penalty. At the line shooting 2, Tony Sanders.
Sanders, a 75% free throw shooter, gets that one to go. He now has 5 tonight. And an interesting start to this game. Neither Taylor nor Sanders has gotten off to a particularly hot start. Taylor with just 6 and Sanders now still with 5 as he misses that one. Taylor going for a steal, goes to the deck. And a nice finish by Trayvon Brown inside.
Trayvon Brown.
Brown now with 7. He's the game's leading scorer. Tony Sanders trying to find inside. Donnell Harris Jr. foul. And Donnell Harris Jr. will get his third trip to the free throw line in the first half.
Number 23. He was number 21.
Randy Mojane picks up that foul.
Team 7.
Donnell Harris Jr. for free throws 5 and 6 of the night. Misses that one a bit short. And Harris splits the pair. Raiders lead by 8 now, 22-14 is the Gulliver advantage. Randy Mojane looking to his left, dangerous pass. Scott Judy, now Judy finding Trayvon Brown. Brown misses a little bit short, and it's rebounded and missed by Kervins Nelson. Tony Sanders able to come up with the ball, now finds Donnell Harris Jr. looking to attack. Shovels to his left. Eddie Jackson to the rim, no. And nearly a jam follow. And now Donnell Harris Jr. gets it to go on the second effort. Nice looking play there by Donnell Harris Jr., who's been a big factor so far tonight. He has 8 points. And on the right side, three-pointer is good by Jermaine Mathis. That's Jermaine Mathis' first goal of the night. That pass by Excella way off the mark. Throws it above the Key West bench, and ball goes back to Key West. A pass to the left side, pass goes awry to Kervins Nelson, and the ball goes right back to Gulliver. 4:58 left in the second quarter. Raiders lead 24-17. Gabe Taylor looking to the right side. Tony Sanders was open, passed it up again. Now looking Nicky Excella to the rim. Nice finish. Nicky Excella's second field goal of the game. He has 5. And extends the Raider lead to 9. Nice dribble move by Mathis, and a finish at the rim. Randy Mojane gets that one to go. Taylor with a nice no-look pass. Beautiful pass by Gabe Taylor to Tony Sanders, and Sanders gets that one to go easily. And here's a pull-up shot, up and missed by Scott Judy, and we got a big foul inside. Going for the offensive rebound, and the ball is Raider ball.
That's his second personal. Key West is now on a penalty. That's their 8th team foul.
That is Key West's 8th foul. And that'll give Tony Sanders a 1-and-1.
1-and-1. Number 12, Tony Sanders.
Sanders is 75% shooter, looking to extend it to a double-digit ball game for the first time tonight. Sanders now with 8. Austin Berman has come in for the first time tonight. He replaced Nicky Excella. Sanders goes 2 of 2. And now to the rim. Tony Sanders is going for a big block. Trayvon Brown saw it and he threw it out of bounds. Guess you don't have to touch the ball to play good defense, Tony. Now Eddie Jackson looking to his left. Austin Berman now finds Gabe Taylor. Nice look for 3. Got it. Gabe's second 3 of the ball game, and extends the Raider lead to 14 points. And now to the rim, Scott Judy. Got it. And Gabe Taylor is called for a carry. Ball goes to the Conks. 3:38 left in the first half. Raiders lead 33-21. Inbound to Trayvon Brown, who has 7 tonight. Trayvon Brown, their leading scorer at 14.2 a game. Up top, Kervins Nelson. Can't find anyone. Still can't find anyone. Now looks to his left. Randy Mogene looks inside. And knocked away by Amari Sanders. And Sanders looking to rush to the rim. An offensive foul is called. No basket for Amari Sanders.
Raiders number 12, Tony Sanders. That's his first personal. Team 6.
His brother Tony picked up that foul.
Key West ball.
Raiders 1 foul away from the penalty. To be inbounded by Jermaine Mathis. To Scott Judy, now back, Mathis. Handling against Austin Berman. And tipped out by Eddie Jackson out of bounds. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the first half. Different look, Trayvon Brown. Berman picks him up. Brown to the rim, kicks it out. And a three-pointer is up and missed. And then a nice looking rebound attempt by Scott Judy, and he's fouled.
Fouls on the Raiders number 23, Nicky Exala. That's his first personal.
Nicky Exala picked up that foul. Raiders now in the penalty for the next 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Scott Judy going to the free throw line for 2 shots. Judy misses long, goes for his own rebound. Amari Sanders takes it away.
Got a foul on Key West's number 11, Scott Judy. That's his third personal.
Judy is called for the foul. That is Judy's 3rd foul.
At the line for the Raiders, shooting the first of a 1-and-1.
Judy, a big contributor to the Key West offense. In their last game, he scored 17 points to lead them to a victory over Marathon last Friday. Amari Sanders at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 for his first points of the night. A flat trajectory shot, misses short. And now a risky pass to Kerbins Nelson, Trayvon Brown, better look, left side. Three-pointer is up and missed by Corey Vanderhoof, and now back the other way are the Raiders. Eddie Jackson leading the fast break. Now Amari Sanders back, Jackson tipped away and stolen by Randy Mogene, but out of bounds, ball goes back to Gulliver. Now they'll call Key West ball. Nice takeaway there by Randy Mogene. Trayvon Brown, double team, now back up top. Jermaine Mathis to his right, can't find anyone. Dribbles it out of bounds, and that is a turnover to the Gulliver Raiders with 2:15 left in the first half. Gabe Taylor looking to push through. Austin Berman now up top. Donnell Harris Jr. going to put it up a 3. A travel called on Nicky Exala on the offensive rebound. And after the Raiders did a good job of limiting turnovers in the first quarter, the second quarter has been not much of the same. Hasn't mattered much, though, as they've taken an 11-point lead, and now a wild shot is put up and missed by Kerbins Nelson and out of bounds. Will be Raider basketball with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. 33-22 is the Gulliver advantage. Gabe Taylor with speed to the rim. Nice block that time by Kerbins Nelson, and now back up. Nice pass, Donnell Harris Jr. And he traveled. And another turnover for Gulliver. Keeping Key West right in the thick of things, only down 11. And now Jermaine Mathis looking to lead. This Key West offense pulls it up for 3. Pops it in and out. Rebounded by Austin Berman. Now to the left side, Nicky Exala passed up a 3. Nice scoop move, and Nicky Exala gets it to go. Nicky Exala now with 7. Randy Mogene on the left side, now looking, Trayvon Brown. Coming up on 1 minute to go in the first half. Game where the Raiders lead by 13. Brown to his right, Brown to the rim, hangs, no finish. Now Tony Sanders looking, Donnell Harris Jr. going to go up, and Harris Jr. What a dunk. The one-handed throwdown for Donnell Harris Jr., and the Raiders lead by 15. Ball goes back to the Raiders, 48.7 left in the second quarter. Raiders lead 37-22. Raiders looking to extend that advantage going into the locker room. Amari Sanders handling against Trayvon Brown. Now finds Tony Sanders. Sanders to his right, gonna fake and put it up. Yes! Nice looking dribble move there by Tony Sanders. He's up to 7 points in the second quarter and 11 points overall. Now to Jermaine Mathis to the rim, finds TK Perkins knocked away by the Raiders. 16 seconds left, finds Tony Sanders. Nice knock away by Corey Vanderhoof, and the other way goes Key West. Trayvon Brown leading the break. 9 seconds to go in the first half. Trayvon Brown pulling it up for 2. Pops it in and out, and is rebounded by Nicky Excella with 3 seconds. Donnell Harris Jr. passes over his head with 1.4 seconds left in the first half. And Randy Mojane does not get the shot off in time, and the Raiders lead by 17 going into the locker room, 39-22. Gabe Taylor put up 9 points in the first period, as well as Tony Sanders chipping in 11. They combined for 20 of the Raiders' 39 points. Donnell Harris Jr. put in 10 points in his home opener debut. And the Raiders have opened up a 17-point advantage going into the locker room, where we will see the second half in about 10 minutes from now. We will see you there on this broadcast of Gulliver Prep Basketball, presented by Raider Vision Productions. Welcome back to tonight's broadcast of Gulliver Prep Basketball presented by Raider Vision Productions. I'm your host, Chris Purcell. Raiders lead by 17, 39-22 entering the second half of play. Raiders were led by Gabe Taylor, who had 9 points and made 2 threes in the first half, as well as Sanders, who leads all scorers with 11 points. And Donnell Harris Jr. making his Raider home debut in basketball, put in 10 points to help the Raiders build out this 17-point lead. For the visiting Key West Conks, they were led by Trayvon Brown, who put in 7 points in the first half, as well as Scott Judy, who put in 8 points, and he is their leading scorer for the first half. Getting ready for the second half of play coming up in about 10 seconds, where it will be Key West ball moving to the right on your screen. Inbound by Key West to Jermaine Mathis, and we are underway in the second half of play, with the Raiders looking to extend their season mark to 14-5, and they open with a turnover against Key West. Raiders looking to defend a perfect season in the Blue Dungeon so far. They are 9-0 in this building. Tony Sanders looking for Lucas Stavronidis yet to get on the scoreboard. Now Sanders, big move under the rim, couldn't finish, and on the rebound follow, he's fouled. Tony Sanders will go to the line as a 75% shooter to try to put the Raiders on the board here in the third quarter. Sanders goes in and out. And Tony Sanders goes 1 of 2, and the Raiders get on the board here in the third quarter. 40-22 is their lead. Jermaine Mathis turns it over, and Gabe Taylor to the rim may have been blocked. That time by Key West number 11, Scott Judy. Scott Judy averaging 0.8 blocks per game. Tony Sanders looked right for Excella, now finds Taylor, and Taylor mishandled and turns it over. And to the rim, Malik Hunter, double move inside, and on the rebound, a foul is called on Nicky Excella against Trayvon Brown. That'll put Trayvon Brown on the free throw line, where he shoots 67% on the season.
That foul's on the Raiders, number 23, Nicky Excella. That's his second personal, team's first of the half.
Key West shoots 61% as a team from the line. That puts Key West on the board in the third quarter. Brown goes 2 of 2. He now has 9 points. Gabe Taylor able to finish at the rim. And the other way, shot may have been deflected, and now Taylor looking to come up court again. Kicks it off. Tony Sanders going to put it up for 3. This is a little long. And a rebound by Scott Judy, and over to the right, Trayvon Brown. We have a foul called on the floor on Amari Sanders.
That on the Raiders, number 1, Amari Sanders. That's his first personal, team's second and a half. Key West ball.
Malik Hunter against Amari Sanders, now to his right. Now back up, a lefty 3, up and in. Curvins Nelson able to get that one to go down. And we have a foul on the floor again. This one will be a side out of bounds.
That's his second personal.
Kerbins Nelson picks up another foul. Tony Sanders to the line for 2 again, for free throws number 3 and 4 of the second half already, with only a minute and a half gone by in the third quarter. Sanders misses. The Raiders shoot 75% from the line as a team this season, as does Sanders himself. And this time he goes 0 of 2. Nice rebound by Gabe Taylor. No finish. And no basket. Gabe Taylor pushed off. That's Gabe Taylor's 3rd foul. Let's be careful of his foul count. He fouled out in that last game win over MacArthur. To the rim. Count that shot and a foul. First three-point play opportunity of the game. Kerbins Nelson gets it to go and a foul. Donnell Harris and Eddie Jackson going to the scorer's table to check in. They replace Lucas Stavronidis and Amari Sanders. Nelson misses. Donnell Harris comes down with a rebound. Exala's open under the rim. Easy pass for Taylor. And Exala gets it to go. He has 9 points. Good outing for him. He averages 2.9 a game. And a drop pass to Brown. It's stolen away and picked up by Harris. Over to the right. Taylor looking to speed to the rim. No basket, was fouled on the floor. Trayvon Brown picks up that foul. That's Trayvon Brown's 3rd foul. That'll be a side out inbounded by Eddie Jackson. To Donnell Harris Jr. Finds Nicky Exala. Yes. Nicky Exala now in double figures. He has 11. Now to the left side, Malik Hunter fakes a 3. Now kicks it back out to Randy Mojane, and a nice steal that time by Tony Sanders. And now Eddie Jackson to the rim, yes. Eddie Jackson with his 2nd score of the ball game, and the Raiders lead by 19 with 5:10 left in the 3rd quarter. Key West looking to score. To the left side, Randy Mojane, stolen away by Nicky Exala. Exala averages 1.6 steals a game, and now Donnell Harris Jr. comes up, and an offensive foul is called on the Raiders. Donnell Harris Jr. committed that one. Ball to be handled by Malik Hunter. To his left, Jermaine Mathis, now a long pass taken away and picked back up by Hunter. Hunter's shot won't go, and ball knocked out of bounds by Scott Judy. We got a substitution. Jordan Bankston checks in for the first time tonight. He replaces Tony Sanders. Here's a pass, and inside, Donnell Harris Jr. is bumped and fouled by Jermaine Mathis. And Donnell Harris Jr. will get another opportunity at the line. Harris misses. Second one bounces out. It's rebounded by Corey Vanderhoof. Pressure backcourt by Gabe Taylor. unable to come up with the basketball. Jermaine Mathis against Taylor. Taylor knocked it away from him, and Taylor gonna speed to the rim. Foul on Mathis, no basket. Taylor wanted continuation. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2. That they'll call side out of bounds.
Team's fifth. Raiders ball.
Long pass, Eddie Jackson. Now to the left, Gabe Taylor. On the left wing, looking inside Axela, outside. Eddie Jackson finds Jordan Bankston. Now Donnell Harris Jr. looking on the left side. Nicky Axela up top, back to Harris. Harris, nice spin move on the baseline. Big finish. Couldn't get it to go. And he'll go back to the free throw stripe.
That foul on QS's number 1, Curtis Nelson. That's his 3rd personal. Team 6. The next one puts him in the penalty.
Key West nearly in the penalty already, with less than 5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Raiders will certainly look to take advantage of that as they look to close out this ball game. Harris gets the second free throw to go. Now Malik Hunter looking up court. Vanderhoof to his right, knocks down a 3. Vanderhoof only a 13% three-point shooter this year. Gets that one to go down, and Jordan Bankston to the rim to answer, yes. That's his first score of the game. And we got a foul on Gulliver. Jordan Bankston picked up that one right after the score. Both teams at 6 fouls already in the second half. Vanderhoof inbounds. Malik Hunter up top. With Trayvon Brown out, he leads the offense. And we got a timeout called by Key West. Raiders lead by 19, 51-32. Return to live action with 3:24 left in the third quarter. Randy Mojen handles against Gabe Taylor. And we have a 3-second violation. Oh, we got a foul. Scott Judy picks up a foul. That's Scott Judy's 4th foul. And that's going to be costly for Key West, as he was a big factor in their last win. He scored 17 points in that game over Marathon. Axel pass looking for Jordan Bankston, hits the roof. That'll be a turnover to Key West with 3:11 left in the third quarter. Now Malik Hunter. Trayvon Brown is checked back into the game, back up top. Kervins Nelson. Looking. Still looking. Still looking. Now picks up his dribble. Finds Hunter. Now Nelson putting up a floater, got it. Kervins Nelson now with 7 points, all in the third quarter. No look pass by Taylor to Eddie Jackson. Jackson unable to finish. And Malik Hunter picks it up. And now Trayvon Brown to the rim, scores. Quick 4-0 run here for Key West as they cut it to a 15-point game. Taylor looking inside for Jordan Bankston, and it's knocked away. Trayvon Brown pulls up to three-pointer, and it's good. Now a 7-0 run for Key West as they've cut it to 12, and a timeout is called by Gary DeCesare, as what was once a 19-point lead is nearly half that with 2:09 left in the third quarter. A personal 5-0 run by Trayvon Brown brings Key West within 12, nearing the end of the third when we come back. Raiders will look to tighten up on defense here as we wind out the third quarter, as they've allowed a 9-0 run in the last minute and a half. And now Gabe Taylor handles into a double team. Amari Sanders. Jackson looking inside for Donnell Harris, and pass goes awry. And Key West will have another opportunity to score with less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Malik Hunter, speed to the rim. Nice block by Eddie Jackson, picked up and put in by Trayvon Brown, who has gone on a personal 7-0 run in the last minute. Now Gabe Taylor pulls back for Donnell Harris Jr. Gabe Taylor traveled undefended, and that's another costly turnover, as it's a 10-point game with 1:38 left in the third quarter. Trayvon Brown looks left, Curvins Nelson up top against Amari Sanders. Nelson trying to find Brown, now does, guarded by Tony Sanders. Malik Hunter looking, still looking. Nobody's open. Now Vanderhoof. Back to Hunter. Inside pass Brown. Brown kicks out. Vanderhoof for his second three. Misses short. And it's rebounded by Eddie Jackson. Going the other way is Jackson, and he waits back for Exalis, stolen away by Randy Mogene. And he pulls up for two, and he misses short, and it's rebounded by Axel. Under a minute to go, Tony Sanders driving to the rim, pulls up for two, he airballs from the free throw line. 10-point game. Key West looking to cut it to single digits. Malik Hunter to the rim, finds Vanderhoof wide open on the right side for three, in and out. Vanderhoof tips it out, less than 30 seconds to go, and Brown will reset in the backcourt. 51-41 Raiders. To the right, Vanderhoof again for three, and he's missed for the third time in a row. Now Tony Sanders looking to attack, and he's called for an offensive foul. Nice charge drawn there by Malik Hunter. And Key West will have another chance to cut it within 10 with 13.3 remaining in the third quarter. Trayvon Brown with less than 10 on the clock. 5 on the clock. Foul on Donnell Harris Jr. That'll put Trayvon Brown on the line with 5.6. Brown with 16 points tonight. Now with 17, and it's a 9-point basketball game with 5.6 left in the third. Key West doing a good job of clawing back into it when they were down by 19 just 4 game minutes ago. Brown misses, tipped, taken by Tony Sanders. Now Eddie Jackson to the rim, got it off in time, and it's no good. Raiders lead by 9 when they were up by as many as 19. They'll look to close it out here in the Blue Dungeon going into the fourth quarter. 51-42 is the Gulliver advantage when we come back. And we return to live action as Tony Sanders leads the Raiders with 12 points going into the fourth, 11 apiece for Gabe Taylor and Donnell Harris Jr. And now here is Harris Jr., and he scores. Harris Jr. now with 13 to lead the Raiders in scoring. 11-point game. Malik Hunter up top finds Corey Vanderhoof. Trayvon Brown against Amari Sanders. Brown with 17 tonight, the game's leading scorer. Vanderhoof for 3. The 15% three-point shooter misses short, and Nicky Exalo to the rim, got it. Nicky Exalo now with 13 points. He equals Donnell Harris as the Raiders' leading scorer, and we got a bump and a foul against Gulliver. Donnell Harris Jr. picks up his 3rd foul. And with both teams already in the penalty, it'll be a heavy free throw shooting game to determine the winner of this one. Randy Mojane going to the free throw line. He airballs. Gulliver ball. Nicky Exalo finds Donnell Harris Jr. looking to attack to the rack. Misses, goes hard into the wall. And it'll be a foul against Key West, and Tony Sanders will go to the free throw line. And Jermaine Mathis now has 4 fouls along with Scott Judy, who's not in at the moment. Tony Sanders hits the free throw. Sanders with 13 tonight. 3 Raiders with 13 points. Nicky Exalo, Tony Sanders, and Donnell Harris Jr., the trifecta of scoring leaders for the Raiders. A lane violation is called, and no make for Tony Sanders. "14-point advantage for Gulliver, 56-42. Randy Mojane looking to his right. Trayvon Brown, back to Mojane, wide open 17-footer. Misses short. Tipped by Mojane and put it up and missed. Rebounded by Donnell Harris. To his left, Amari Sanders is bumped, and a foul. Amari Sanders will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. They'll call foul number 10, and it'll be 2 shots for Amari Sanders as Jermaine Mathis has fouled out. That's his 5th foul of the game. And now a technical foul is called against Gulliver. Interesting situation. Amari Sanders still shooting. Misses. And now we'll walk it over to the other side. I believe Coach DeCesare was charged with a technical foul. And that'll put Trayvon Brown on the line. He's Key West's leading scorer with 17 tonight. And he sticks it on the free throw. He misses. It's a 13-point advantage for Gulliver. 6:46 remaining in your ball game. It'll be Key West ball. And now Brown handles against Eddie Jackson Jr. Randy Mogent looking. Over to the right. Scott Judy with 4 fouls. Banks it in. Scott Judy now in double figures with 10. 11-point game. And we have a foul on Scott Judy, and now Scott Judy has fouled out of the game. And that is 2 folks packing for Key West, as Amari Sanders goes to the free throw line. Amari Sanders makes it. His first point of the game. Getting his first start of the season as well for the injured Connor Cezanne. He goes 2 of 2. And it goes back to a 13-point game. Trayvon Brown against Amari Sanders. And we have a push against Donnell Harris Jr. That'll be Donnell Harris Jr.'s 4th foul, and that'll put him to the bench. Gabe Taylor checks in to replace him. Lucas Stavernidis getting set to check in as well. Trayvon Brown will go to the free throw line. And Harris can't check out quite yet. First free throw has to be shot first.
The line shooting 2, number 3, Trayvon Brown.
Brown with 18 tonight. And make that 19. And now Stav and Taylor come in for Amari Sanders and Donnell Harris. Trayvon Brown, the first scorer tonight with 20 points. Makes it an 11-point game. To the rim, Eddie Jackson with the left hand. Yes. Eddie Jackson now with 6 points. And it's a 60-47 lead. In a game that's nowhere near over yet. Malik Hunter looking to control. Curvins Nelson up top against Nicky Exala. Vanderhoof going to pull it up a long 3. He's now 1 of 6 from 3 tonight. Shoots 13% from 3 overall for the season. Gabe Taylor, pass to Stavernidis. Lucas misses. Rebounded by Trayvon Brown, and now a breakaway opportunity. Malik Hunter going to the rim against Exala, pushes off and gets it to go. That's Malik Hunter's first score of the game. And now a pressure in the backcourt as it's an 11-point game. Eddie Jackson now looking. Exala over. Tony Sanders going to drive to the rim. And he's got it. Not much defense that time played by Key West. And now Malik Hunter is fouled by Nicky Exala.
That fouls on the Raiders, number 0, Gabe Taylor. That's his 4th personal.
Gabe Taylor, excuse me, picking that up, and he's up to 4 fouls. So this is a very foul-heavy game for both sides. Both sides in bonus plus for 2 shots on every foul from this point on. Malik Hunter gets it to go. Trying to keep Key West in this ball game with under 5 minutes to go. He misses. Tony Sanders the rebound. And now a foul called against Curvins Nelson, and Tony Sanders will get, Gabe Taylor will get 2 opportunities at the free throw line. Curvins Nelson also with 4 fouls. So multiple players playing dangerously in the foul department, as 2 players have fouled out for Key West. And now we have another whistle. And that whistle was against Gulliver. Officials talking it over. Officials talking to the sideline. Gabe Taylor has been charged with a technical foul, and Gabe Taylor has fouled out. He scores 11 points under his season average of 22.2. And Amari Sanders will have to shoot for him at the free throw line. Disappointing night for Gabe Taylor as Amari Sanders puts in the free throw. But the Raiders still lead by 14, 64-50, with 4:44 remaining. Now Malik Hunter will shoot 2 for Key West. As we've got a shouting match on the crowd. Both sides of the crowd. Malik Hunter gets that one to go over the noise. And it's a 13-point Gulliver lead. Raiders not out of the forest yet. As we saw Key West go on a 9-0 run in about 2 minutes of play in the third quarter. Trayvon Brown pulling it up for 3. That's trouble, he missed it. Offensive rebound to the right, and now Trayvon Brown gets it to go. See, the Curvins Nelson gets it to go. And a steal and a finish by Malik Hunter. 4 quick points for Key West, and it's a single-digit ball game. Eddie Jackson finding Stavronidis to the rim, he misses, and it's tipped out of bounds by Gulliver. And with 4:10 remaining, Key West has an opportunity to make it even closer. Trayvon Brown to his left, Corey Vanderhoof for 3, yes! Corey Vanderhoof puts in his second 3 of the game. And it's a 6-point game and a steal by Key West, and to the rim, Trayvon Brown to his left through another 3-pointer is up, and this one is short by Randy Mojen. And to the rim, Mojen's open, he gets it to go. What a run by Key West. It's a 4-point Gulliver lead. And now knocked away and stolen, and Mojen to the rim again, yes. It's a 2-point game, and timeout, Gary DeCesare. What a turnaround for Key West, and with 3:25 left, we have a 2-point ball game, folks. What a defensive amp up by Key West in the last minute, forcing several Gulliver turnovers and easy layups and shots at the rim, and then that 3-pointer by Corey Vanderhoof. And that is 10 straight points for Key West in the last minute and a half. What an unbelievable turnaround, as the Raiders were up 19 in the third quarter. Caesar having a long sit down with his team. And these are the types of games where you want Gabe Taylor on your side, and he's stuck on the bench. He fouled out about 2 minutes ago. Raiders will have to close it out without him on the floor. We'll see if the Raiders are able to get it up court this time. Amari Sanders, Eddie Jackson, pressured back court by Mojane. Now Amari Sanders. Hunter and Mojane pressuring him. And a long pass caught by Donnell Harris inside. Nikki Exala, yes. Nikki Exala stops the bleeding with about 3 minutes to go in the ball game, extends the Raider lead to 4. Malik Hunter up the left side. Trayvon Brown, who has 20 points tonight, looking to his right. Floater up and short by Kervins Nelson, and now Amari Sanders on a breakaway. And a technical foul was called on the Key West bench. Demetrius Roach picking up that foul. That was not an acceptable phrase. We apologize for that sincerely. Tony Sanders going to the free throw line to put the Raiders up 6 after an incredible run by Key West. Sanders misses. Free throws are huge in these types of games. Key West fans going crazy. Sanders goes 1 of 2. It's a 5-point Gulliver advantage with the ball. 2:40 left in the ball game. Amari Sanders looking inside. Donnell Harris, nice pass. Eddie Jackson blocked. Tony Sanders on the follow. Yes, and a foul. Count the basket, Tony Sanders. And it's a 7-point Gulliver lead. These free throws are huge in these close games. Sanders with 18 tonight. Sanders with 19 tonight. And it's an 8-point Gulliver advantage. As they've gone on their own 6-0 run, Malik Hunter to the rim. Nice finish. Malik Hunter with 8 points, all in the fourth quarter. And now a steal and a takeaway. Corey Vanderhoof pull up 3. Tried to go off the glass. Rebounded by Trayvon Brown. Malik Hunter back. Vanderhoof didn't shoot. Now back up. Hunter inside. Ethan Levering inside. Up and in. Finished by Randy Mojane. 4-point game. Tony Sanders to the rim. Scores. And a back and forth basketball game. 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and now Trayvon Brown scores. And both teams have ramped up the pace. 1:51 left, and a tip and a near steal by Trayvon Brown. It's a 4-point game, 72-68 Gulliver. As Gabe Taylor is on the bench, he fouled out about 3 minutes ago. Donnell Harris Jr. He has 13 points on the evening. Now Tony Sanders on the left side. Nice drive and finish, and a foul again. Tony Sanders, a 3-point play opportunity to help try extend the Raider lead to 7. Sanders has been instrumental in helping to stop that incredible Key West run. As he calmly sinks the free throw. He now has 23 points on the night. Randy Mogent looking. Trayvon Brown up top. Looking for an opening against Eddie Jackson. Coming up on 1 minute to go. Trayvon Brown to his right. Vanderhoof. Back to Brown. Brown's open. He missed it at the rim. It's rebounded by Donnell Harris. Raiders looking to close it out on their home floor. Tony Sanders. He's been the man in the fourth quarter for Gulliver. To the rim. Blocked. Kicks it out. Nicky Exala up top. Amari Sanders. 50 seconds to go. 7-point Gulliver lead. Ball is knocked away, and Gulliver basketball. Big call that goes the way of Gulliver with 44.4 seconds remaining. Donnell Harris Jr. Eddie Jackson up top. Tony Sanders. To his left, Tony Sanders. Fakes. Now kicks it. Eddie Jackson. 25 seconds left. Looking to use time. Eddie Jackson fouled. Corey Vanderhoof. Eddie Jackson for 2 shots to try and close this game out. As Eddie Jackson is a 62% free throw shooter. None of his free throws more important than these 2. Yes. Big free throw by Eddie Jackson extends it to an 8-point game. Jackson goes 2 of 2, 22.5 left. Malik Hunter looking for offense. Count it, and a foul. Malik Hunter with a 3-point play opportunity to cut it to a 6-point game with 17.5 left, and the Raiders still not quite out of the shadows yet. Hunter looking to make this free throw and then try to get a steal off the inbound, and if not, a quick foul. Hunter gets it to go. Amari Sanders catches the inbound. Donnell Harris, now Tony Sanders, wasting time. Fouled with 13.3 on the clock. Tony Sanders gets the bounce on the free throw. He now has 25 on the night. .3 remaining. Looking for a quick 3. Malik Hunter goes for a 2. Misses. Rebound Donnell Harris Jr. Under 5 seconds to go. It'll be Key West ball with 4.8. 4.8 on the clock. Mojane to inbound. Trayvon Brown gonna put it up over a long 3. Hits the roof. 1.4 remaining in your ball game. And Amari Sanders holds out, and Gulliver survives. 78-71 off of a scary run late in the game by Key West that made it 64-62. Tony Sanders comes in clutch. Big free throws, big 3-point plays. He led the Raiders with 26 points tonight. In a disappointing night for Gabe Taylor, who fouled out with 11 points, but Donnell Harris Jr. chipping in a very important 13 points. Nicky Exala chipping in 15. And the Raiders win at 78-71 here against the Key West Conks. That'll conclude tonight's broadcast of Gulliver Prep Basketball, presented by Raider Vision Production. For the final time, 78-71 your final. The Raiders win it over Key West. I'm your host, Chris Purcell, saying good night from the Blue Dungeon.